Addis Ababa, a busy, bustling city. Tesfaye, 160 centimeters tall, with same Ethiopian color skin, just arrived from Bahir Dar, felt lost and overwhelmed. The air, thick with smoke, felt heavy in his chest. The peaceful sounds of the lake were gone, replaced by the city's loud, confusing noises. Tall buildings surrounded him, making him feel small. He was like a tiny seed in a pot of hard dirt. He found a small room to share with others, just a place to sleep. Nothing more. The bare concrete walls seemed to press in on him. Tesfaye unpacked his few things, some clothes, a worn-out picture of his family. Their faces reminded him why he was here. Each morning he woke up with a worried feeling in his stomach. The city needed so much and Tesfaye had so little to offer. He walked for hours looking for any kind of work. Each time someone said no, it felt like another heavy stone in his backpack. Hope, once a bright light, began to grow dim. He missed the smell of his mother's injera, the sound of his siblings laughing. The city offered no comfort. At night he would lie awake, staring at the ceiling, listening to the never-ending city noise. When sleep finally came, he dreamt of home, dreams that were both happy and sad and always too short. Tesfaye, a 160 centimeters tall young man with same Ethiopian color skin, held the few burr notes tightly in his hand. His first pay in this tough city. It wasn't much, but it was a lifeline. His family, far away, needed him. He was their only hope. He carefully counted the money, dividing it into 2 piles. One for rent, one to send home. The pile for his family was bigger. He would eat less, walk more. Their needs came first. The responsibility felt like a heavy weight on his young shoulders. He felt like he was carrying the whole world. Every sacrifice he made was a sign of his love. He knew his family was worried. He wrote letters pretending everything was okay, telling them not to worry. The city, he realized, was a place where everything cost something. He learned to bargain, to make every burr count. He ate simple food, avoided spending money on anything extra. Every purchase, carefully thought out, felt like a small victory against the city's never-ending demands. Tesfaye, a 160 centimeters tall man with same Ethiopian color skin, was a quiet man. Even back in Bahir Dar, he didn't talk much. In the noisy chaos of Addis Ababa, his quietness made things harder. Words, when he needed them most, seemed to disappear. He struggled to make people understand him, to explain what he could do, to ask for a fair wage. His tongue felt heavy, his voice a whisper lost in the wind. Frustration built up inside him like a pot about to boil over. He watched other people, their easy chatter, their confident walk. He wished he could be like them, to move through the city with ease, to make his voice heard. He practiced speaking Amharic, the city's language, in the quiet of his room. He repeated phrases, trying to make his accent smoother. Each conversation felt like a small win, a step closer to connecting with this overwhelming city. Days turned into weeks, weeks into months. Tesfaye, a 160 centimeters tall man with same Ethiopian color skin, faced a mix of hardship and quiet strength in Addis Ababa. He found work, simple work but honest work. He sent money home. He kept going. He found small moments of happiness in the city's hidden corners, the smell of roasting coffee, the bright colors of the Mescal Square flower market, the sound of children laughing as they played soccer in the dusty streets. One day he got a letter. His sister's neat handwriting filled him with a familiar sadness. She wrote about his nephew, a smart boy who had just started school, his nephew who dreamed of becoming a doctor. Tesfaye read the letter again and again, each word a comfort to his tired heart. He was making a difference. He was building a future, one difficult step at a time. His family's dreams gave him strength. He would keep going through the silence, the loneliness, the city's constant demands. For them he would find his voice.